Sorry, I need to balance this out. Patricia McKenna, what do you have to fear from a second vote if you're so confident about your position?
Well, I think it is undemocratic to put the exact same treaty back to people again, and it is the exact same treaty. All you've got are assurances, and I'll read directly from those assurances. It says they will clarify but not alter either the content or the application of the Treaty of Lisbon. We're voting on the exact same treaty with all the inclusions in relation to taxation, militarisation, workers' rights, all those issues.
So will you not just get the same result again?
What the Minister said, I think, was very telling. The Minister says, we looked at why people voted no last time and we took those concerns. That's exactly what they did. They took those concerns and they pretended...
Sorry, what's wrong with that? What's wrong with researching what the people want, finding out why they voted a certain way and trying to solve the difficulties that those people express? What's wrong with that?
If they did try and solve them and they got legally binding guarantees attached to the treaty, which they do not have, they don't have, protocols, legally binding protocols attached to the treaty that would have to be ratified in the same way in every member state. We're not voting, by the way. The declarations we're not voting on. All we are voting on is the Treaty of Lisbon. And that is all. This is kind of to hoodwink people.
What about that point? I'm going to put to Marian Harkin first. That we are voting on exactly the same thing. That these guarantees aren't worth the paper they're written on.
What these guarantees tell us, and they are legally binding guarantees, and Justice Clark has said this, and as I said to Declan Ganley earlier, you can't take his word on one thing and then refute it on another. They are legally binding guarantees, and they will be attached as protocols to the next treaty, and Patricia knows that. And what they do is they clarify for people what is in this treaty and what's not in this treaty. I was canvassing in Galway last night. I've been canvassing for the last few weeks, and do you know what people are saying to me? People are saying, Marian, we didn't really understand what this was about, but now we have a better understanding. Now it's clearer to us what we're voting for and what we're not voting for. People can still vote yes or no.
Minister.
That's their democratic choice.
Briefly, Declan says nothing has changed. Doesn't everybody remember the thousands of posters last year saying vote no to save your commissioner? Doesn't everybody remember the thousands of posters about saying vote no to keep corporate tax? Where are the thousands of posters about the commissioner? Where are the thousands of posters about commissioner now? Where are the thousands of posters about tax? They're not existent. Isn't that proof positive that something has changed? You've changed your pitch. You ran the campaign the last time on a whole lot of issues, and they're non-existent on this time. And the only other point I would make is this. You have lambasted me and my government, etc. You're entitled to do that. But I note how obsessed you are with Britain and what's happening in Britain. Please do not use the UKIP, the United Kingdom Independence Party's agenda, to undermine the European Union by using Ireland and the Irish people as their battering ram to undermine.
Okay, I'm going to have to give Declan Ganley an opportunity to respond to that. Declan Ganley, you're the front for the United Kingdom Independence Party.
Don't question my patriotism or the patriotism of the people that voted no in this country.
All I know is you
go there.
Minister, leave Declan Ganley respond to what you said, please.
The tactics of a playground bully. You have presided as a cabinet minister over a government that has failed the Irish people. You have failed to listen to their sovereign democratic decision. Yes, we put the Commissioner up on posters, and you know what? We managed to keep the Commissioner, and under the 26+1 arrangement, which we will keep when we vote no, we keep the Commissioner. And is that because of your government? No, it's because we had the courage to stand up and challenge your lies the last time around. You are a failed government. You have failed the Irish people. You failed to listen to their democratic voice, and I, for one, look forward to the day when you have to face them at a ballot box.
Okay, I'm going to leave the Minister to respond to that.
I have no difficulty in going before the ballot box. I've gone on it since I was 25 years of age. I'm a passionate believer in democracy.
Why don't you listen?
But I tell you what I am concerned about.
This is above me,
This is above me, Hall Martin. It's above any individual here. We're all birds in passage, if you like. But this is about the future generations coming after us, right?
Absolutely.
And I care passionately about that. About the children that are in their schools right now. To me, membership of the European Union was about an outward-looking, modern Ireland. Yes, for Lisbon, will continue that outward-looking, global, internationalist approach. And it's something that we should passionately care about in Ireland. That's why I'm in this debate. I will face elections when they come, and you don't have to worry about me, Declan.
This would end
you had your own
democracy as we know it in the European Union.
Patricia McKenna,
I think you know that.
Sorry, Patricia McKenna, briefly, and then at Joan.
The Minister is saying, about our membership of the European Union, that is not in doubt. And in relation to the Commissioner, the current German presidency of the EU actually said that while the Commission thing is solved for the moment, it will, you can at a later stage revisit it. And if you look at the text of the treaty itself, it allows for that. And as Declan has said, in Nice, the provision is there, as has been agreed, that we'll keep our Commissioner.
Patricia, we're trying to get you. Joe Higgins. Joe Higgins, your turn. Quickly, please, Joe.
The fact is that no sooner was the Irish people's vote announced than overthrowing it became the prime concern of the European establishment, because the Lisbon Treaty is their agenda. Now, it is disgusting for the Minister for Foreign Affairs to try and smear us, say us on the left particularly, opposing this, with the racist, bigoted policies of UKIP and others. That is a disgusting tactic to use. You discuss the political. It's like Michael O'Leary. Michael O'Leary likes to put down everybody who opposes him by saying, you never created a job. Now, Michael O'Leary went to the southern United States and aped some kind of a low-fare airline there and came back and did the same thing. But if Michael O'Leary has a car crash, which I don't wish on him, and he's very injured on the side of the road, and the nurse comes to tend him, he won't ask her the first question, have you ever created a job? Okay, he'll be happy to have her services as a worker who should be respected in this country. The fact is, Minister, it is the policies pursued by your government for the last 12 years that have resulted in the catastrophic situation that working people find themselves in at the present time, with massive unemployment, and that workers are out on strike.
Okay,
because you preside over a position where their employers
Michael O'Leary
has
to leave us, so I want to give Michael O'Leary a final opportunity to speak before our break in the last section of the programme. Michael O'Leary, your last word, please.
I would ask everybody in Ireland, 2 weeks' time, you come to to vote. Vote yes. Vote yes for the economy. Vote yes for jobs. Vote yes because it's the only way we keep a commissioner. We guarantee to keep a commissioner, and it's the only way we keep control over corporations. Tax, income tax, direct taxation. Don't listen to the losers on the no side.
Sorry, do you know the vote is on next week?
Pardon me?
You keep saying 2 weeks' time. The vote is next week. Are you going to be in the country for it?
Time flies when you're having this much fun, Matt.
We will be back after this break. I think RT thought this idea was so good they've decided to have a debate tonight between Michael O'Leary and Declan Ganley, which they're going off to record. Michael has left us. I'm going to leave Declan his last pitch before he leaves us as well.
Well, one quick thing I want to point out, as they were talking about declarations, this isn't an area really that I've been focusing on, but even in the Referendum Commission's document on workers' rights and social services, even the Referendum Commission says the European Council Declaration on Workers' Rights is a political statement. It is not legally binding. Page 8. The fact is, let me recap.
No one ever said it was.
This fact that we're even having another referendum is an affront to the choice, the democratic choice that this country made. This is a bad deal for Ireland. It will hurt our entrepreneurial and economic opportunities going forward. A no vote will not distance us or put us outside of the European Union circles. It will not increase our cost of borrowing. It will do none of those things. And don't believe me, look at what the international financial media are saying about it as they ridicule what this government is telling the Irish people.
Is that not just the Wall Street Journal and no other publications?
And the Financial Times, and I quoted it earlier, said this is a pre-crisis treaty for a post-crisis world. But I think Wolfgang Micheal said, I too find the treaty increasingly hard to defend with a straight face. This treaty gives exclusive competence to Brussels in areas of international trade and foreign direct investment policy.
Minister Micheal Martin, respond to that.
Matt, can I just finish, because then I have to head. It halves Ireland's voting weight while doubling Germany's. It opens the door to interference in tax and other key areas of economic interest. We get an unelected president of Europe that will speak for all of us on the global stage. We become its citizens. Its laws are made supreme. It diminishes our power to nominate our commissioner and changes it to suggest if we vote no, we get to keep to nominate our commissioner under the 26+1 arrangement. We saved the commissioner. The treaty can be changed without another referendum. And why haven't they sent you all a copy of this contract?
Okay, now Minister Micheal Martin,
why haven't they read it themselves?
That's it, Declan. Micheal Martin.